week 12 on Shuttle Discovery and week 2 on the axanar starships. First, I've been asked, and y'all have asked, how did I get them? Where did I find them? How did you come across these starships? Big question is, my client already had them, so that's how I was able to get these to build. But 2, I find where you guys can go get them if you do want. Easiest way is go to the axanar YouTube page, and then you'll go down and you can see they have videos on their swag, their stuff. But second, and then you click on the link. But I will provide the link down below in the description of the video. So there you go. And it's the Aries something. I'm sorry, but it's at the axanar their page, their store page. So I will provide that in the description below. But with that, it was a short week. It was the 4th of July, so I spent, Monday or Sunday and Monday with my my in-laws, and they left on Tuesday. So I wanted to really spend some time with them before they took off. So I did get a little work done, and the work I did get done is I got the axanar bases pretty well done, and I started getting things done on the ships. The Cleon D6 and the USS Aries, and I'm not going to take away from the video. I will let you watch. I also got 2 more decaling on the shuttle, but I got some finished, and as you can tell from the picture, to introduce this video, yes, got some painting done this week, so please enjoy that. And as always, if you are new to my channel, please click on the link, click on the subscribe button, and then click on the bell and you'll know every time I upload. And as always, thank you to all my subscribers. I really, really do appreciate everything you guys do. The feedback, the suggestions, the advice, I really do appreciate it. But if I do something in my video, or you need more detail on how I did something, or hey Buck, what the heck were you thinking? Or hey Buck, can you do a video on just that technique? And as you guys have seen, I do those, so please leave it in the comments section. I usually respond within 12 to 24 hours. So with that, guys, let's go see what I got done this week. Well, good afternoon. It is Wednesday, and yes, I am getting back to the bench. And first up, I'm going to start working on Discovery. But I did do a little bit of work. I spent a lot of time, like I said, it was my in-laws were up, so I spent, they left yesterday, so I spent a good portion of the rest of the weekend with them, so I definitely enjoyed that. And then yesterday, after they left, I just started working on getting bases squared away and that. And this morning I was going to get to work, but I got asked by my client on the axanar starships if I would be willing to re-edit just for the axanars, and I talked who runs that site, and yes, so I spent most of the morning trying to piece things back together, but no, now we're getting back to the Discovery. So I'm going to start working on just starting a few of the decals again, and so as I get them done, I will be back and I will share. But yes, getting back to the builds. Alright guys, been working for couple hours, or a little over an hour, and doing things, but start showing you, starting to get them on there. I mean, yeah, they look rough, but I'm definitely liking keeping more on there instead of not trying to cut them so tight, because it does help. And started getting that redone too, so yay. So I'm gonna keep working on this, and I'll come back and show you when I got more done, guys. Good morning. It is Thursday, and yes, definitely getting back to work. I'm wanting to try to get the D6 for the most part closed up so I can start doing some work. And if you ask, guys, why did I do the trench, is because there is lighting. I want to add lighting to the nacelle, the warp nacelle, and to the navigation or strobe on that side. So that's where, but I will show you how I'm going to fix that. So the top is good. I've marked off things right now. So right now I'm just working on getting this ready to go, and I'm not going to put these parts in even after I get it ready for light, because I got to mask those off, because I'm going to be doing something really cool with that too. So, but yeah, so yeah, I'm angry. I'm wanting to get there. So while I get some things done and it dries, I'll be working on the Aries, because I really want to get these two ladies all constructed, everything going to work, and start working on doing some seam work, and then get on the Korolev and the Geronimo. So I will be back, guys, when I have more to show. But yes, back to the axanar. Alright, guys, well, I had some lunch, and then I had to do some fixings and making sure I had things and ideas right, and of course I had to do some adjustments. So what I thought that the inside of the nacelles, sorry guys, let me zoom out a bit. What I thought the insides were lit, and they're not. What actually, there is a little light coming on the back of the nacelle. So I re-squared things away and got that done. So now I've got everything in, and now what I'm going to do is what's a epoxy sculpt. So I take a bit of epoxy sculpt, get it all good and mashed together, and then what I'll do is I'm gonna roll a bit of it out, try to keep it together, because what this is gonna do is, one, it's gonna get rid of that trench I had to do. Two, it's really gonna help start securing this thing, especially the nacelles. So the first thing I do is, like I said, I just get it started in, because I want to make sure I have enough. And my tweezers here. And the great thing about this stuff is, one, yes, I can sand the crap out of it, but once it's dry, I can redo a lot of detail. So there's that one. And then, like I said, I'm going to do right here on the, let me see if I can adjust this so you guys can see. Okay, there, that works. So I'm going to do this joint, and a lot of times with me, I always overdo too much, seems like, but that's okay, because then I know what's on there. So now the next best thing to do is get your finger wet, your finger or your thumb, and then you can use that to help really get this into place, and do little things if you need to, like that. I don't want that much in there, so I'm going to do that and that, and I'm just trimming to get this really out of there, because like I said, there's a lot of stuff I really don't need, but sometimes you can. The best way sometimes is to overfill it, and then just do like what I'm doing. It's just trimming it away and giving it that bit of love, like so, and just like that. Get a little bit more out of here. Then I'm going to go down this side and do the same thing, and get that one up. See if I can get it more than one time. Here we go. There we go. Cut some more on this side. And the greatest thing about this stuff, it's got a long, you got quite a bit of time. It's not something that's going to dry like super fast. You got a lot of time to work with it. So, okay. So again, now I'm going to wet my finger again and my thumb, and I'm just going to get this in here a lot more. And just kind of start trimming things away. tell. Sometimes these guys like to go crazy, I tell ya. And then, because that allows me to get that little bit smaller area in. And I'm sorry if I'm not staying enough in camera, guys. It's kind of a pain in the butt sometimes. Just like so. Okay. Guess I took too much off of that side, so I'll go back here and do this. And like I said, even if it's humped a little bit like this, I can go back in and definitely sand. Do a really good sand job. Just making sure I don't cut the wire, because that would be a real pain in the butt. Darn thing. Well, it just does not want to stay down, does it? So let's do this. Take a little bit of you here, and I'll go back and put it in. And actually, I thought I had that down pretty good. I guess I didn't. Well, that happens. But that's okay. Just a little more sanding to have to be done later. So, and here we go. And let's see if I can keep getting this in here. Get you out of the way. Okay. It's definitely a pain. I know I had that down pretty deep, but I guess I took too much when I was trying to thin it down, so I'll just do this, and then I'll go ahead and get this off this side. So like so. And then, like I said, I can go back in, I can fix a lot of that and get it resanded. But what this is going to help do, I'm going to do the top and then I'm going to do the other side. What it does is, because these joints I had to really, had to do a little bit of work to get them to where I needed them. So, even though I do have them C8 in, I want to give it a little more strength. And guys, I can tell you, you want to make sure you do that. And because trust me, if this guy does not have that strength, you're gonna be fighting with that pylon all the time. Or not the pylon, but the nacelle, making sure it stays where it's supposed to. And again, like I said, I'm just getting it in there to work, and then I can fix it later. Right now I just want to get it in there enough that it's going to harden up and be very, very lovely. So there is the starboard side. Sorry guys, let me zoom out now. This side and underneath. And like I said, the great thing about this stuff is it takes a while, and once it is done, you're going to be able to do a lot with it. You can sand it, you can rescribe it, you can do that. So I'm going to get this other side done, and yeah, and then I'm going to take a break on the D6 and get started on some of the Aries. So let me get this side finished up and let it start drying. So I shall return, gentlemen. I shall return, everyone. Sorry, didn't mean that. All right, guys. Like I said, I'm getting back to work on the Aries, and rewatching the Prelude, it gave me a lot of insight. So these guys right here, these, oh sorry, get in camera. These I thought were windows, aren't. So I got those pulled out, and it's an easy fix. And I actually added these. These are supposed to be lit. So I'm gonna get those done, and yeah. And then the other thing is this on the front of on the bow. It is also solid. So that's solid, and so it's really cool. I'm glad I rewatched it because I got a lot of things figured out. So, or getting a better idea on things, you know. But hey, that's what it is. So I gotta get these secure, and then I'm gonna probably start working on the top. But yeah, so yeah, let me get these secured in, and then it's gonna be the fun of getting things. One thing I got to do is get all the fiber optics started, trying to figure out. I have an idea what I want to do. I just got to start getting them together so I know what I can do. So let me get these guys secured, and I will return. All right, all the fiber optics are in on both the upper and lower part of the ship, on the saucer and the main and the secondary hull. I've got the impulse parts in. I still got to light those, but I gotta let this dry now because, like I said, I started using the Tulip Slick, especially with fiber optics, and I like it. I mean, it looks really great. So I'm gonna let this get dry, and have to go take care of the yard. Wife says you need to go water. I was like, okay, but yeah. So the D6 is getting very close to construction being done, and more on the Aries, and hopefully it's not going to be too much longer before get the parts or the two the saucer and the secondary hull together, and yeah, yay, right? Alright guys, I will come back when I have more to share with you. Well, good morning Friday, and yes, getting back to work on these I've had a really, like I said, this is why I like that tulips. Man, these are good. So now the next job is I got to get them isolated, and that's not going to be too hard, but I just got to get all these into one little area. So that's what I'm going to work on. And also I rewatched the Prelude to Axanar again, and I had to fix something on the nacelles. I got the nav or strobe, but I forgot that I needed to get this one stays on, and so I had to fix it. So I had to split the nacelles apart and get those going again. So that was very easy, and yeah. So now I'm going to work on getting these together, and I'm going to do some more work on the shuttle. But first, I want to get these guys more organized. So I shall return once that's done. Alright, got all the fiber optics grouped together, and there is a lot, trust me. And I'm trying to think of the best way to help. I know how I'm going to get them lit. I just want to try to not have to use as many LEDs as I don't want to. So I got to think about that. But yeah, that is there. And I wanted to show you guys, since we did this yesterday, look at that. I mean, yeah. I love epoxy sculpt because it really adds a lot of strength. And I mean, you guys, you saw when I was doing this how flimsy that nacelle and pylon were. So now that's good to go. And still got to let it dry some more because there's a lot there. But I'm going to go take a break and, yeah, start figuring some things out, because I got to put the nacelle or the impulse in here. I forgot I got to run some fiber for right here round, and yeah, and then like I said, I got to figure out the best possible way to do this with the least amount of LEDs. So let me think on that a little bit, and I'll be back. Alright, I'm going to take a little bit of a break on the axanar ships right now and get back and get some more done with the shuttle. And I replaced, and I like how that laid down even better. This is starting to really come there. So, yeah, so I'm going to get this done because I would like to try and get something really cool on today, and I will share that when I can do it, when I'm going to do it. But yeah, so I'm going to get working on these, and as I get more done, I will be back and share. Alright, well, I went and had some lunch, and I came back, and I decided, you know what, I need to get something even more exciting done this week. So I got the last piece onto the tank, fuel tank, and then, yes, I got the white, and I started removing the mask. Now there is going to be touch-ups, trust me guys, there always is, but thought I'd share this with you. Why I like doing this more like this than actually trying to fight with decals sometimes, because if I can paint it, I'm going to paint it, and I can deal with touch-ups, trust me, that's the easy part. That's not the hard part. But getting those touch-ups I can do that. That's nice. So, there's that. And then, like I said, yes, I will get the touch-ups done. That's the easy. Like I said, it's easy. But I wanted to show you guys real quick. It's dry enough that I can do this, so I can get these masks out of the way. And there's that booster. Just like that. And let me get the rest off of this guy. And then just gonna take a little bit of a break. Let these guys get dry. Then, yeah. And yes, I do have something fun to show you on the shuttle, but I'm gonna wait till the very end when I get ready to shut down the recording for this week. I want to share that with you guys. But so yeah, so let's do this real quick. Let's just have a little like so, and like so, maybe. Here we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, be better if I can keep it in frame, huh? But yeah, there we go, guys. Not too shabby. Let me do that real quick, and I'll do that and slowly bring it back down. But yeah, I'm excited. So let me get a little bit of a break and then get moving on to the next part that I'm going to get done today. So see you in a little bit. All right. Like I said, I'm still thinking about getting how I'm going to run the fiber optics in the Aries for the best way to do that. But the nacelles are still back together, and yes, I have everything out. And I was thinking I was going to wanted to try to get it to the secondary hull, the lower part. But first I need to go and make sure I really get some things fixed on the seams. But I do want to do this. I want to put the back of the nacelles on. And when you do this, guys, make sure, to get it sanded down or pretty well, because there's a lot of little things. And what I mean by that is on the ends of these, there's some that there was some extra flash on it, so make sure you get those off and get those sanded down well. And then also try to get as much on the parts as you can, because if you get it up there and it's, you're having an issue with it, you can you're always going to have to fix stuff. You're going to have to, add things and do that, but I can at least get these guys on and get them ready. So when I do all my seam work, it's all done at one time and not going absolutely, you know, crazy. So again, I use CA for this. And the other thing I try to always have is I have a Q-tip, because sometimes I don't use a lot, but sometimes it just gets really, it likes to overflow, and I just want to make sure that I got it. And then I add pressure. The CA glue takes an hour or so to cure, but it sets really quick. So and there we go, and there is that in a cell. So I'm gonna do the other one, and then show you guys some of the stuff that I besides the ship. You've seen what I've been doing with the ship, but I want to show you the bases, because I spent the first couple of days this week working on those. One, it was the 4th of July, and like I said, I hope you guys all had a great and wonderful 4th of July. But my in-laws were up, so I spent time with them, and so yeah, let me get this set and I'll show you the bases. Alright guys, thought I'd show you something special. One, even though there's still touch-ups to do, but check that out. Very cool. And then I added the main engines and the OCS pods, whatever, and got some more decals on, but that's pretty neat. Give me a second. There you go. There's a good shot of it. Look at that thing. That is crazy. That is crazy. And starting to think about things on the axanar, the base. Hold on, give me a second. I'll show you those. Just give me 1 second. So I got, the only thing I got left to do is, you know, put the bulb on. But these are good. Now I got to do definitely got to do some joint work, seam work. But I had thought maybe I'd go ahead and try to put these into the secondary hull, but I need to get the seam work done first. But yeah, and with that, let me do this, and forgive the shakiness, guys. All right, guys. So here are the bases, and so I made this out of aspen, hardwood aspen, and then this is espresso stain, and then this is plexiglass. But to be able to create the star field, I found it was pretty neat. These were actually for fish tanks, and I cut them down to the plexiglass here, and then I'm going to backlight them. And when I get ready to get all that done, I'm gonna do a dusting of white, and then I might do a couple of other clear colors just to give it a little bit of thing. But yeah, so not too shabby. Liking that. But like I said, I think I'm gonna have it where this can spin, so it's not always sitting like this. If he wants, he can have it sitting like this, or like, you know, or like this, or whatever. But I'm gonna have it done with all the ships, and then show you here. These came with the kit, so sorry. So definitely gonna put these on there. I'm gonna get them painted, cleared up. But yeah, so there is that. Not too shabby, huh? All right, everyone. Well, this is where I'm gonna close it up for this week, and get the video put together and get started. A couple other things, but at least get the video put together and out, and see how my wife's doing. She's got pretty bad migraine right now, but yes, fiber optics are in, and big plan coming up. But the nacelles, impulse, and a lot done, and the epoxy sculpt I used on that to help strengthen those, and then the drill. And let me get it set up here, but there is the shuttle so far, and most of the painting done. Now I still got work to do, but it's a pretty heavy, but or this way, but don't worry about it, guys. I'll make sure it'll be there. It's not ready yet, but with that, Please have a awesome weekend. Have a safe weekend. Have an awesome and great week next week. And I will see you back here on the bench.